Hey guys, Sebbies is back. I do hope this video finds you all in a most relaxed and happy state. Today I'm going to be bringing to you 3 common lock tips. 3 very common pieces of lock advice to get you through your lock journey that I just don't follow. Yeah, I'm such a rebel. But I do have locks, so I guess that means I should be a rebel, right? I don't know. Let's get to it. Alright, so yeah, 3 pieces of common lock advice that I don't follow. Number 1 is, they say you should not retwist too often, and a lot of people consider retwisting monthly as being too often. Back in the day, when I discovered the adverse effects of retwisting longer than a month, or how should I say it, less frequently than every month, I decided that I was not going to follow that advice anymore because I saw the damage that abstaining from retwisting monthly was doing to me and to my hair. My hair grows away from my locks, and so when you consider the fact that I wash my hair, at least once every 2 weeks, and so to abstain from retwisting over 2 and 3 month periods, that just made everything worse, and my locks started to thin out. So I made the decision that I was going to go back to retwisting once a month, and everything's been gravy ever since. So that is the first piece of lock advice and common lock advice that I don't follow. Now, I will say, if you guys have been following my videos recently, you know that I am experimenting because I would prefer to retwist less frequently. So I am experimenting with going 2 months without retwisting, but the caveat is that I cannot wash my hair over that 2-month period too. So we'll see how that works out. But I'm still a rebel because I said no. I don't care how many people say to retwist, go 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, a year, whatever, without retwisting. I'm going to do it because my locks are suffering. So yeah, that's number 1. Number 2, a lot of people say to get you through your lock journey, in my case, my lock quest, you need to look at photos of other people's locks who are where you want to be. I don't do that. I notice that when I do that, it makes me envious, and I'm just so consumed with other people's locks and how their hair looks. Ways that my hair will never look. So for me personally, I don't find benefit in doing that. I think for a lot of people it definitely works out well. It has definitely gotten many a person through a lock journey, through a rough, lock phase for sure. But for me, that doesn't work. It just kind of makes things worse. And after I thought about it, I'm focusing so much on other people's locks and where I want to be, where I'm trying to get to, that I'm not actually enjoying my own locks in their stage, in the stages of this lock quest that I'm on. So I would prefer to devote my energy to my own lock quest and focus on my locks and the different stages of my locks. I'm going to get there. As long as I'm alive and I don't cut my locks and I don't lose my locks, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to that length. I'm going to get to that length. So I don't need to worry about that. Now I think it's called Blame It on the Locks on Instagram. I am following that, I don't know what you call it on Instagram, that account, that person, that page, that it's not really a channel, is it? I don't know. Guys, help me. Anyway, I am subscribed. I don't even know if you subscribe on Instagram, but I'm following that person, and so they capture, here you go with the terminology, retweet. No, that's Twitter. They something other people's photos, and so I get to see a lot of different lock styles and a lot of different dreadheads and stuff, and that's cool. But as far as me going to search for photos of other people with super long locks and stuff, yeah, I don't need to do that. I'm gonna focus on my locks because I'm digging my locks. So yeah, that's the second piece of common lock advice that I definitely don't follow. The third piece of common lock advice that I don't follow is usually given and directed at people with short locks. And I know some people don't consider my locks short, but I still consider them short when you compare it to other people's hair, right? But they suggest that they put them up in different styles and different protective styles. And yeah, it may add protection, and it may get you through a rough stage as well. But for me, like, my head is way too sensitive. Like, I get headaches really easily, and so that just does not work for me. You guys probably have never seen me with a style because I've never had a style. I just like wearing my hair down, you know? It's nice and chill and easy. I have mad respect and appreciation for those who do get styles. Shout out to, I almost said dreadlock pics, but okay. Is it Talib Kwali Bey? I think I got that right. I'll put it on the screen. Shout out to you, bro. You always have some very awesome styles. And I say the people that can do it should do it. Do it for us, for those of us who can do it. But for me, yeah, I'm not about putting styles in. You know, I'll find other ways to protect my hair, like wearing a satin bonnet and wearing a tam on top. But yeah, so those are the 3 big common pieces of lock advice that have permeated the lock community that I don't follow. I'm such a rebel. Oh well, what can you do? Anyway, drop down below in the comment section and let me know if you can relate to what I'm talking about. You know, things that you hear everybody saying or the majority of people saying that you just don't follow. And I would love to hear about them. Alright guys, that is it. That's all I have for you today. With that, please learn to love unconditionally, because loving with conditions conditions the heart to not really love at all. Sebbies, it's out.